Good morning and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Monday, February 22nd. You can see temperatures across the area in the upper 20s for the most part. Again, Henderson Station's down. We should have that up here in a couple of hours. The big story is definitely going to be the winter storm that's going to affect the Great Lakes. And again, it's still quite unknown as to where the heaviest access to snow. But right now, based off the current models, that area from around Jackson up towards Flint, towards Port Huron, Brown City, you look to be under the gun. That's where the 8 to 12 inch line, and we could even see local amounts up to 15 inches with this storm. The 6-inch line back towards Mount Pleasant, up towards Tawas, and then back towards Kalamazoo and down towards South Bend. Again, this could shift either way here over the next 72 hours, but by this time Thursday morning, there's portions of the Great Lakes, whether it be southeast lower Michigan, central Michigan, or northern Ohio back into southwest Ontario, somebody's going to get a lot of snow, and I think most areas will at least get some. Again, we'll just have to watch the track of this storm. I think the only reason why we don't have winter storm watches issued right now is the European is quite a bit farther south than some of the other models with the snow. It would give all the area at least a couple of inches of snow. It would give the areas across southeast lower Michigan probably 6 inches of snow. So I would expect by this afternoon, depending on what the models are, if the European jogs just a little bit back to the northwest, again, that's what we're going to be waiting for is the afternoon model suite. The 12Z runs, and I think at that point, if everything is the same or farther to the west, I think we'll see winter storm watches issued from mainly from the areas from around, I think, Bay City down towards Three Rivers and points to the south and east. Pretty sure bet I think we'll see much of the eastern part of the state go under a winter storm watch for later today. And again, that will be for the time period for later Wednesday into Thursday morning, at least maybe noon Thursday. So again, a pretty significant winter storm heading towards the Great Lakes. Still some questions, and I think the next couple of model runs should answer those, hopefully. If we look at the Great Lakes and whole, you can see again, pretty much in the upper 20s to low 30s across the southern part of the state and into the 20s across the northern areas, and even some teens, especially once you get back into the western portions of the UP, where they will miss this storm as it looks right now. Again, we'll have to keep an eye on that track, though. If we take a look at the webcam from Brighton, Michigan, you can see a pretty busy morning out there. No snow on the ground, but again, in about 3 days, this scene could look a whole lot whiter. If we look at the weather map for this morning, you can see high pressure north of the Sioux will continue to just slowly drift off to the east, and that will provide cloudy skies, but fairly decent breaks here and there across the interior sections. And again, as that high drifts off to the east, we'll have a little warmer flow on the return side as we get into Tuesday. And Tuesday, we can see plenty of sunshine as that happens. And again, this will be the calm before the storm. And finally, by Wednesday, you can see our weather system pulling out of Texas, heading towards the Ohio Valley. Again, we'll have to keep an eye on that, whether or not it goes to the western end of Lake Erie or farther to the east will make a big difference on snowfall. But again, most areas will at least see some snow. Again, the heaviest snow should occur, I think, late Wednesday, but particularly for Wednesday night into early Thursday. I think that's when the bulk of the snow should fall. And as far as accumulations, this just takes us into Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock, and you can see the WPC has the access to heavy snow from around Bay City to Lansing back towards South Bend. So they're a little farther north and west. And again, this only takes us to 7 p.m., and it would show the heaviest access to snow of around 8 to 12 inches to be in that area here. Whereas the GFS, that also has some heavy snow in that area, but really focuses, I think, the heaviest snow from around the areas around Sandusky, Marlette, Brown City. You guys, as far as MAC areas, look to be under the gun regardless of the track. I think even if it were to shift a little farther south, you would still have a half a foot of snow as it looks right now. But again, somebody, wherever this band sets up, is going to get an awful lot of snow and a lot of wind. I think winds Wednesday night into Thursday could be around 20 to 30 with gusts to near 40 miles per hour. So very, very treacherous conditions are expected wherever this heavy snow band falls, and we'll continue to monitor that and update. We'll update it around noon and then around 2:30 this afternoon. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day, a great work weekend. 73s to all.